We're the half of the Yinzer Scrap
We're the
Pack.
half. We're one half of the
Half of the Yinzer Scrap Pack. Right here. Founding fathers.
It's Mike Wilkins and Karma.
Yeah, and then us too. We got little minions that want to be in the Yinzer Scrap Pack.
Yeah.
They're like
we're like Triple H and we're like Triple H and Shawn Michaels. I'm Shawn Michaels.
Whatever. Triple H runs the show now.
And then
He's banging Stephanie.
Or like
Pretty sure he won.
Kevin Nash and Scott Hall.
Oh, Kevin Nash.
All right, I was gonna say Scott Hall. The bad boy is in the building. Say hello to the bad guy. Hey yo. Me and Mark have been training together for, I don't know, what, 2 years now? On and off. Consistently for about a year. And when we first started training, we were kind of, when we first met each other, we started off as friends, and we kind of became, I wouldn't say enemies, but I was kind of the enemy whenever when I was fighting Cody Garbrandt, and that whole thing went down. Cody was training at Mark's gym, so I was kind of like, I never looked at Mark as an enemy, but he was on Cody's side, and it was all business. But
I'm a hater by nature. When I first met Mike Wilkins, hated him. And then me and him became friends. And then we hated Kama Worthy together. Me and Mike Wilkins hated Kama. Then we started training with Kama, we liked him. Then all three of us hated Dom. Then we started training with Dom and we liked him. And so that's pretty much how the Yinzer Scrap Pack. It was made out of hate.
You gotta be hated
and it turned into love.
before you're loved.
Yeah, it's pretty much how it works.
This is officially the first time one of us cornering each other, but I'm always cage side. Anyways, yelling.
My last fight, you would have thought he was in my corner.
Yeah, I was basically, I jumped over the cage right after the fight. But no, Mark's looking real good. I'm happy to get to train with him and very proud to be able to corner him in this fight and be able to take that journey with him.
I feel the team that we have here in Pittsburgh, now that we're all training together, we're not staying away from one another. Like, I think a couple years ago, like 3-4 years ago when Cody was here, there was like separation. Like there was Fight Club, there was Mat Factory, and there was Stouts. And we didn't really train with one another. Like me and Mike would cross train a little bit because we had worked together so much. And I think Dom was cross training with like Francis, but that was like it really in the cross training.
There was even a couple more gyms.
Yeah, there were some littler gyms.
Those people, like Francis is here, and then a couple people went to Henzo's and a couple people went to Mark's. So I think that, I think Mark's exactly right. The way that we band together, and you can definitely tell in our training, in our fights, and as far as I go, like I feel like, you know, and especially here with the high level wrestlers, like I go places. And no offense to anybody else, but they don't have the high-level wrestling that we got. There might be kickboxing, but guys from other gyms and other camps that you might not even know about, they come here to get the wrestling or the jiu-jitsu. And then so we might have to go to, he might go out to Alpha Mount for a couple weeks. I might go down to Texas or New Jersey for a couple weeks just to sharpen it up or get our sparring in. But definitely I think as far as a team, I definitely think we have the tools and the training partners and especially the coaches to get us to the next level where we need to be.
Yeah, I think it's good to get out to like bigger gyms and get different looks because they just have a lot of bodies. But like we have a solid foundation. We got Isaac, I got Robert Meese, who is Cody's striking coach. So I mean I work with him 3 times a week. And between him, Isaac, I work with Luan Mazzani, who's a black belt. Dom's a black belt. We have Warren Stout, he's a black belt. I mean, we got a lot of talent here to work with us, and they're all willing to help us. So it's really good that we all got together, and we're all striving for the same goal. You know, so if we can help each other get there, instead of trying to hold each other back, it's much more beneficial to our careers.
And now that like a lot of us have like specialties, like where. My specialty is jiu-jitsu, you know what I mean? So a lot of guys will come to me for jiu-jitsu. Like I go to Karma a lot because he's such a high-level striker. I go to Karma now for a lot of my striking tips, you know. So now it's not just us training together, it's us helping us coach each other, you know. So that helps a lot out, because, you know, even I know a lot of UFC fighters, they're still paying on the leg for their coaches, or they're still having a hard time getting a hold of their coaches. Like we have different, like I got a different boxing coach, he has a different boxing coach, but, you know, we still share. He'll tell me things that he does. I'll be like, oh, he might hit me with a shot, and I'll be like, oh, how'd you do that? How you work with that? And he'll show me something that Bob has showed him, or him and Bob's been working on, or, you know, I'll do a pass, and then he'll ask me, like, how'd I do that pass? Or I go to Karma a lot for my striking, you know? So it's not just us training with each other anymore, it's us using each other almost as coaches. You know, a lot of people have been asking me, you know, how do you feel about marking this opportunity? You know, if you went and signed a Bellator, that could have been you. Or, you know, honestly, I couldn't be more happy. And especially he's been training with us a lot more lately, and I've been blessed to be able to go to his gym, you know, since the beginning of my career, and we developed a good relationship, not only on the mat but also just in life and as friendships, and I couldn't be happier for him. You know, we're all going the same place, we all come from the same place, and I'm just proud to be a part of the experience. I'm excited to see him go put that work. And honestly, I know Mark, and like he said it earlier, he hasn't showed his potential in the fights. I feel like I haven't either, but I think we both kind of fight the same way. We hold ourselves back from our true potential, and I think he's putting in an opportunity like this. The way that this fight's set up, it's like you're forced to. Like he said in the Nate Manward fight, he said, you know, he was retiring. He was like, screw it, I'm gonna throw caution to the wind, and I'm gonna fight how I know I can fight. And I think in this fight, he's gonna be forced to do that because he knows that the contract's on the line. It's not about just winning, it's about putting on a show, and I'm excited to see it, and I'm happy to be part of the experience. Yeah, I think Mike Santiago's biggest strength is he's a grinder and he's a professional. He knows how to fight, how to use the cage, and we've done everything to prepare for that. And I think that Mark's going to outclass him in every facet of the game, in the striking and in the grappling department. You know, I think just the quality of opponents he's had. I think when he, you know, started out earlier in his career, he was, you know, pretty green, and he was fighting a little bit better opponents than him. And then once he got not so good of a record, it's a lot easier to find worse opponents. So I think really he hasn't found anybody too good since he's been on the winning streak. And I think that he's in it for a big surprise if he thinks Mark's going to be just like one of those opponents that he's been walking through. And I think it's going to be a good scrap, but I think Mark is going to definitely get the finish.
You know, seeing Brian Kelleher get in the UFC was very motivating. I remember, I mean, it didn't last long, but I felt like he was slow. I hit him with a couple shots and stepped off, and I remember thinking in my head, like, man, this is going to be an easy night. And I stepped in with my left hand low, and he caught me behind the ear, and next thing you know, you're in a choke. It happens. I truly believe 9 times out of 10 I win that fight. And I hope to get this win, get a contract, and figure out a way to get that rematch, whether it's here in the Pittsburgh card, I seen him asking to fight on it, or on a New York card, but I can return the favor and beat him up in front of his fans. That would be ideal. But that's definitely on my radar. I'd like to get that one back before my career is over.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, get ready. August 22nd, Tuesday Night Contender Series. My man, the pride of Bloomfield, Mark Cherico, taking on the little bully, Mike Santiago. In my opinion, doesn't stand a chance against the savage we know as the pride of Bloomfield. In my opinion, He's going to take his neck. He's going to take his heart. He's going to take his soul. August 22nd. Be ready when Dana White signs the next big thing out of Pittsburgh. Mark Cherico.